Why your brain craves your phone and our diabolical inability to sit with discomfort in today's society. The biggest harm with phones is that it is something that is so easily accessible. It's literally so small. You can take it with you anywhere, and it has the power to immediately take you out of the present moment. Rather than sitting with yourself, sitting with your thoughts, or observing your environment, you're going to your phone to fill that boredom gap and get some cheap dopamine because you don't know what else to do. Dopamine is big here, especially because it's a quick and a cheap one. Dopamine is part of a mechanism. It has to do with your reinforcing pathways, with your motivation, your reward. Brains release a constant stream of dopamine through working out, working hard, and finding deeper periods of focus, but that dopamine comes at a little bit more of a steady rate instead of having something super immediate that's going to instantaneously gratify you. Not even as much about what you're actually looking at, it's the unexpectedness mechanism that makes slot machines so addicting. You don't know what's going to come next, and that anticipation comes with an excitement. Whether the new answer that you get is good or bad, it doesn't really matter. You get a hit of dopamine and then you want to do that again. There's a possibility of something super good and rewarding coming from that. There was a study done that I read about in this book, The Comfort Crisis, where they took participants and they gave them the option to either receive an electric shock and have someone standing in the room with them, or be alone with their thoughts for like 15 minutes. The amount of people that would rather receive an electric shock and be with someone than to be alone is crazy to me. It's so ingrained in our everyday lives that so many of us can't imagine going 24 hours without any sort of screen or consumption through technology. Our reward pathways are so incredibly hijacked, and it's the same way that drugs work, that you need a higher and higher tolerance. The faster that we're getting all these cheap dopamine hits, the more and more we're going to need to constantly feel satisfied, which is why something like deep focus or reading or even going on a walk without any other source of stimulation feels boring and unattainable for us. Start small, but be really mindful of how often you are reaching for your phone, how often you're trying to fill that boredom. Try to go many hours without reaching for your phone. You're going to start to slowly retrain your brain. These longer activities of deep focus are going to be more rewarding in the long run. Happy healing your brain. Follow for more.